What's going on, legend? But welcome back to Beyond the 90. And you're probably wondering why you're able to see the floor. So I think if you watched the last video, you know that I'm on holiday. I am King Power. Where could I possibly be? This in the ground. I'm in Leuven. So again, I've come for a little bit of a holiday, and I thought I'd show you around. This is, so again, it will be a bit of a walk and talk about some of the updates that are happening at the moment. But I just thought I'd show you. Again, I'm useless at these things, but I just thought I'd talk to you and go through. So as you can see there, that's the Dadrief Stadium. So that's where Leuven play. As you can see up there, it's got the King Power logo on. So I thought I'd just go for a bit of a walk and talk. At the moment, there is a festival. There was like a festival that was here, food festival, Asian festival, which they're kind of clearing up from. So I'm just going to kind of walk and talk and show you. But yeah, so obviously since the last video that's came out, Michael Golding's been announced, which has been great. 4-year deal apparently. So because they've announced it, I think he's coming straight into the first team, which will be really cool. I think he'll be a good signing for us. For me, I was surprised that he wouldn't be announced. He'd be put out on loan, and he's going to see how well he can do, because at the end of the day, he's not got a lot of experience at this moment in time. So yeah, just for that one, I think that's a King Power training ground. And as you can see, there's lots of, I've tried to go down the back there, but it's all woodlands and you can't really get to it. So as you can see there, yeah, that's the stadium. Welcome to the Dadrief Stadium. And that's it. I know this is a bit useless, but I thought, you know what, I'm here, so I might as well show you. A couple of other bits of announcements. It was confirmed that, again, Leicester City's got their backroom staff. Now, Steve Cooper is getting who he wants. I think that's really useful for us, because obviously to build up the backroom staff, we're acting swiftly, we're not waiting on it. And B, one of the players who's been linked for a while has been to the guy from, I forgot what his exact name is, I think it's Hughes, that's coming from Norwich. And I think they got 15 goals from set pieces last season. Now, Enzo did a lot of stuff right last year, but one thing that he did get wrong was the set pieces. And I think that's going to be something really useful for us, that we can actually get set pieces and do it, because again, we've got a lot of good stuff coming up at the moment. But yeah, let me have a little walk around and let me see if I can show you. So yeah, I think that's something we can capitalise on. Also, they're back in pre-season training today. The set piece thing is really interesting for me. I think one player that has to be considered, because if Hughes comes in, one person has to be considered is Harry Suter. He was back in training today, so glad he's back in training. I think a lot of the people that went that aren't at different cups and things are coming back. So Jimmy Vardy was back. I tried to look out for a few different ones. There wasn't really anybody. For example, Golding wasn't there. Didn't notice. And obviously I thought potentially we'd see a sneak peek for Towel, because everybody's like, come on, why isn't it being announced? I thought it would all be sorted before today's date, but it wasn't to be. So for me, it's like, well, why are we dillying on for Towel? Get him signed, then he can come into the team. Maybe he's already there training with the team, but it's not been announced yet. But again, just get it sorted. So yeah, that's just a couple of updates. This is a pretty useless little tour. Let's see if I can go in and show you a little bit around the outside. There's tennis courts and things here, but I don't really want to record people. So I'll record like these kind of people. So I'll kind of show you little bits that are happening at the moment. But yeah, in terms of that and what Leicester City are doing at the moment, we're making progress. Pre-season started, not really a lot's happening. A couple of other tours have been announced, but I think in the meantime, we're just kind of, everything's been okay. I just thought I'd show you the stadium. Golding will be interesting. I think he stays. They've made an announcement, obviously, that we signed him. I think he comes straight into the first team, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think I can come here. But yeah, with Golding, I think I'll show you this one. Golding comes straight into the first team. Now he can play as an 8. He's quite aggressive. He can play as a 10. So there's a few players that we're linked with. So that's Golding. Obviously has been announced. Really happy for it. It'll be interesting to see how he does in pre-season. I think, considering he's not had a game in the Premier League, or in first team, he has a little bit of a stint in the first one. You know how Kieran Dewsbury-Hall did before he got loaned off to Blackpool, I want to say. That could be one. But yeah, so again, I can't really show you too much around there. I think he'll be a good player for us. Steve Cooper, we've got a young manager that can get the best out of him. And I'm hoping, again, this is another good signing for us. Again, still waiting on the Okolai, I can't pronounce his name. The Caleb deal. Again, it's been postponed a little bit. So that's one announcement. Another couple of ones, one that I thought would happen that hasn't, and that is all in the air at the moment that I've heard, and a couple of other people have heard a few things. Number one is that we thought Callum O'Hare was coming. I heard a couple of days ago, and I think it's been announced by Rob Tanner and I think John Percy now as well, that he was at the King Power Stadium doing some, at Seagrave. However, I think it was just talks. I don't think it was actually anything in particular. And secondly, I'll just face that one as well, so you can see that in the background, and I can't really see what's happening at the moment. And the second of all is that Matt O'Reilly, somebody who's been linked, the Celtic player, for a long period of time now, has kept, the rumours aren't going away, and they're resurfaced. Now, every window, even under Brendan Rodgers, we were linked to him. I think we've been a long-term fan of his. But he's, I think, 27, 28 years old, coming into his peak of his career. Apparently, he wants another turnaround. He wants another kind of, wants another challenge. So I don't actually know that much about him, apart from his play for Celtic for a long period of time. I'd be interested to see what Brendan Rodgers does, because obviously he's still manager over there at Celtic. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update. I don't really have too much to say, but I just kind of show you what we've got at the moment. And again, there's not really much there. So you can see there's the stadium, and then you've got like the training quarters, which has King Power on it. But yeah, I was in the area and thought, you know, I'll stay a night over here and explore Leuven. It's quite a nice little student city. But yeah, so it's a little bit different to what I'm used to doing. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, a little bit of a vlog, and I'll see you all again when I come back. Hopefully we'll get announcements, we'll get more information, a few other players. I want to do an announcement I want to do an interview with one of my friends who's a Fulham fan and get more into Decorva Reid. Still can't pronounce his name, and that's going to be one that I'm going to keep getting wrong for a while. But yeah, see you all in the next video. So goodbye.